Dun 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 dun, Tepual, Tower Talk, time for a Tower Talk.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Tower Talk, episode number 3. This week we do not have a guest, but we do have the regulars. We got Versus the Stream and the Blue Westlow.
What up, girl?
Guys,
Hiya.
we got exotics today. We're talking about. What do you think about that? What do you think about the exotics?
Oh, you mean the multi-tool, and the multi-tool? Because I'm looking forward to the multi-tool and the multi-tool.
The multi-tool?
I heard the Dragon's Breath is going to be just a
Oh, the Dragon's
changer.
tool? Oh,
The Dragon's Stank Breath?
The Dragon's multi-tool.
Dragon's Breath new perk is it's going to give
breath?
you, it's going to
doo-doo breath.
unleash awful breath.
I would use the Dragon's Breath.
It's like a poison. It's like a thorn poison.
I would use it if you could put a multi-tool on it, yeah.
What if Dragon's Breath actually gave a damage over time? Even like they died from the rocket explosion, and then you saw damage over time ticking on their body. What do you guys think about that?
That'd make it more viable, honestly, because, you know, splash damage would be a huge factor for that gun. Like, splash damage would actually be something that you'd want to go for, even if you don't directly hit them, because they'll start burning. But hey, they're burning, you know. But
it's still a dumb gun.
That's true.
Hey, so I'm wondering, since solar grenades did get a buff, does that affect the Dragon's Breath?
That's right, yeah.
Flare
I want to try it now.
Yeah, that's totally testable, because we have year 1 version, and it should be the same.
Because the solar grenade radius got increased by a lot. So would that... I don't know if that's how it affects Dragon's Breath, but I imagine that would be a pretty good factor in defining Dragon's Breath.
Holtz, get on it. Holtz, you can do it.
The ultimate test this.
Yeah, but I thought someone was telling me about how Dragon's Breath might actually be pretty decent with the Taikonaut. That might be pretty alright on PvE.
Right.
That would be a pretty decent rocket, but I don't see Dragon's Breath ever being something that people really care about in PvP. But in PvE that could be good.
And we're talking about year 1 Dragon's Breath. Do you think they are going to change year 2 Dragon's Breath to actually mean something?
I don't think so. I don't think they'll change too much of it. That'd be cool if they did change something of it. Maybe, like you said, maybe a burn kind of thing, where the splash damage. Like, I honestly don't expect much. Like, have they confirmed that each gun and stuff is getting a new ability?
No, I don't think so. If as far as I'm aware, they've just said what's coming out. They haven't said, what kind of changes are happening to them for weapons, if any changes at all.
Yeah, it's possible though, because no one liked it. Like, the general consensus was that people didn't like the Dragon's Breath. So maybe Bungie's like, hey, let's give them a reason to like it, and maybe they'll change it.
They could have an alternate perk, kind of like how Suros got one in year 2. But if the solar grenade buff does have some sort of application on Dragon's Breath, the solar flare that it leaves behind, then I imagine it'll be a little better. But I think the thing that's definitely going to make Dragon's Breath interesting is Taikonaut on Titans.
See, the tracking would be cool, but what do you guys also think with how Blue said with how you can pick certain perks like the Suros? What if one was a normal solar flare? And what if you can change it to where instead of a solar flare, it's the whole burn thing we're talking about? So you can change it to either burn or solar flare.
That's true. I'd never thought about that.
Do you think that's something worthy?
What if they added tracking?
What if? That'd be crazy.
Oh,
what if? That'd be dude, imagine a Sunswing with radiant skin throwing nades and shooting that. Oh my god. That'd be so sick.
That would be ridiculous. That would be.
For PvP, I'd make everyone mad. Like, what's happening? What is this? What the heck? Knife.
That'd be awesome.
We'd be on Reddit like in a heartbeat.
Yeah. Oh my god, Reddit, get us.
Anything that actually changes the weapon spec on it is
Christ,
fun
man.
and awesome.
Yeah, it'll be alright. It'll be alright.
I immediately think of like changing
to
it to a bolt nade, so as soon as it hits a location, it actually chains out arc bolt hits, or fire bolts. It'd be broken for PvP. It would be absolutely broken.
I don't know about Dragon's Breath, but I know I'm definitely equipping those Nothing Manacles on my Warlock for sure. Because those were super sick.
I love the way they look.
I don't think we have any info on...
They don't need to, honestly.
Yeah.
I don't think they need to. Like, they're really good. They're really good arms.
Everybody knows that we're going to ride off the Dragon's Breath. I hope Bungie realizes that and does something that makes us actually want to equip the Dragon's Breath, aside from having a cool looking 1940s bomber jet.
How underwhelmed were you guys with super good advice?
It's a cool party trick.
Baby.
Yeah.
Yo, guys, check this out while I shoot the Oracle. Check this out. Watch.
It's like, yo, check this out. I never run out of ammo. That's because you're not hitting anything. Whatever.
That's cool, I guess. That's cool.
Now we can go kill Oracles and the Oversoul at highest light level possible. Yay!
Yeah, that should be
I
fun.
just use my year 1 super good advice.
I hope it's another thing that they actually retool and change and look and adjust. Or they might be doing this also. They might be saying like, okay, it's December.
I never thought about it. What if super good advice could be used on Gogorov's stomach.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. That'd be cool if
that'd be awesome.
Maybe that'd be really good. Like imagine 4 or 5 people inside the puddle just using super good advice, the 320s. Oh my god.
Unloading that good into the tummy.
All that ammo. Oh, that'd be really good. Never thought of it.
I imagine that'd be crazy nice. Useful on Oryx too.
Oryx's chest, yeah.
See, but I think we're kind of focusing on something that I don't even think was necessarily intended to be on super good advice. Because I feel like the oracles and all that stuff was just kind of something that happened to happen just because of the type of enemy types that they were. So if super good advice maybe got a perk kind of like No Time to Explain, where precision hits or non-precision hits get refunded to your mag or something like that, or anything like that really. But I mean, I think super good advice definitely needs a new perk in the same way that Suros got a new perk for it to be viable.
Yeah, because so what I was saying earlier is about like I think the December update with these exotics might be their first foray to be like, hey guys, all right, we know you want some stuff. We're not necessarily going to release anything super new just yet, but how about some old exotics that are definitely your well, okay, they're introducing some favorites like the Mighty Multi-Tool, but they're also introducing us like 3 of these weapon exotics. The Dragon's Breath, super good advice. Yeah, it's like,
yo, can we just skip everything else and talk about the Multi-Tool? Like,
it's just Multi-Tool. Wait, before we go to Multi-Tool though, No Land Beyond. It's not an easy gun to use. We all know it's not the easiest sniper to use. It's a really fun one. They should make it. What I've been hearing a lot of people say is they want it to be able to kill reses, and I agree. That should be able to one shot, headshot someone being rezzed on trials and stuff like that. Put the impact of it up. It's not a gun you can just like go around and luck in the chamber blue and you want to be able to use. So
Dude,
I want it to be stronger. I want it to be more viable.
Are you trying to year one Robbie this?
Hey man, look here. Hey, the thing is with with final round, you get to pick your shot. With luck in the chamber, it's a matter of if you happen to hit it or not.
Oh, he did use final round, right?
Yeah, he was a final round boy.
Yeah, he always
he was adamant about it too, man. The one beyond YouTube is definitely going to be. I'm sure it's going to be a big thing for people who like using challenge things in trials. And thing is, in the hands of anyone who's a good sniper, Low and Beyond is deadly as shit. So I mean, this will be really good.
I do agree. I think if they made it so you could res snipe with that gun, I think it needs that. I think at the very least it needs that. Both Holtzman and myself reviewed it. Like I reviewed it for my personal channel. Holtz reviewed it for PlanetDestiny, and we both just laid into the weapon. And the thing about the weapon reviews that we do is that we approach it from the perspective of somebody who plays the game but hasn't invested thousands of hours into it. For those type of people, they're gonna pick up the gun and be like, why would I use this as my primary? Like this is garbage. But for other people who seek a high level of skill and challenge, it's a great weapon. It's a great weapon for them.
I guess we should save multi-tool for last because we're gonna cream all over that. But the hard light, the thing now, auto rifles are getting like a slight buff.
I think hard light's
hard light
8%.
The hard light was a really cool weapon before the DLC actually came out. It was a fun weapon to use again. So I'm looking forward to how that's gonna affect the hard light. Like it's it's of course probably not gonna compete with the pulse rifles and scouts, but it should be like a really fun good. It should be a decent weapon. Like you should be getting kills. Looking forward to that.
From what I was looking at, I feel like the low impact rifles are probably getting the biggest advantage here because right now it's the long range auto rifles that I think have like Suros that have the most identity crisis because they aren't the best at any range. They struggle a lot at mid, they struggle a lot like kind of long range, and then they struggle a lot at close range. Whereas close range rifles like Hardlight and Monte Carlo, those things can still put in a pretty good amount of work at close ranges. So the close range auto rifles are probably going to have a lot less of an identity crisis than stuff like the Suros, quite honestly.
Yeah, it's true. What exactly does the perk do now? Because it got changed when 2.0 came out, right?
Yeah, the ricochet is just better, isn't it? Yeah, it's better.
The ricochets, it was more reliable ricochets.
Yeah, it's a more reliable ricochet.
Just bounce
like
more?
Almost every shot ricochets. So
okay.
It's
that perk is more of a novelty, seeing it ricochet, because I don't think it's very useful.
Totally.
So
definitely novelty.
Yeah. So in PvP, it's more like is the base class stats actually good to use in PvP? And I hope it is because I think all exotics should have a chance.
I agree.
So.
In the Plan C, I'm not like. Are they doing anything to fusion rifles this time, or are they leaving them alone again?
So yeah, fusion rifles are supposed to be optimal mid-range, where targets are easier to track, blah, blah, blah. So the charge speed on fast-charging fusion rifles getting increased, but they have less burst damage. So it's kind of awkward. I think they're going to fill a little more of a role where shotguns kind of fill right now, but obviously you have to charge to get them going. Yeah. But all fusion rifle wide, they're getting less hipfire stability, but they are getting increased aiming down sights and crouch stability. So it's a little mixed bag.
Yeah. I think it's going to be good. Plant C was always a good weapon, and I think with that hot swap type of thing where you suddenly have a full charge ready to shoot, I think people are going to destroy with it. Whether or not we're going to see it in trials, I don't know.
Plant C was always a great fusion rifle. It's just people didn't really want to waste their time on an exotic fusion, but
because of shotguns.
Yeah, I think Plant C is one of those weapons that people really do sleep on.
This would be cool. Let me go ahead and tell you about this multi-tool real quick. Let me go ahead and tell you about that click clap bang bang.
Oh my god! Save it for last. We still got the bones of AO.
Yeah, we do have other stuff in the armor that we can talk about.
But the bones of Lamau should be really cool.
Yeah, of Lamau, yeah. They're good. It'll be nice not to lose my light level when I'm in the raid. Aside from that, though.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Because I forget. I equip it and I forget I have it equipped. I'm like, wait, I'm 296. Like, what's happening right now?
Yeah, me too, all the time.
And then the, what's it called? The Acleophage symbiote? Is that how you say it? I never used it. Like,
you never used the force shot?
Like,
were you never a fan of the force shot?
I never, no. I was never, no, because I never really invested time into other classes. Really? I would just use them for nightfalls and raids, and that's it. I would never really focus on like what gear to use and stuff like that.
Ab. So, oh my god.
Except for Radiant dance machines. I use dance machines and
I always had with
Acleophage was the combo. Let's not go there just yet.
Anyways, the problem. Anyways, symbiote. Let's try to keep it on topic. Ab is going. He's going straight for that. See, I love multi-tool, but we can't go straight into that, man. We gotta talk
about the fourth Goldie shot. The fourth Goldie shot in trials.
We want to eat the turkey, but we can't have it.
We're at a giant dinner table, and it's like a buffet, and you want to save the really good stuff for last. You don't want to fill up your plate with the multi-tool just yet.
The symbiote's gonna be good. The problem I always have with symbiote is that I almost never got to use my fourth shot because gold gun runs out really quick.
Oh yeah.
So
okay.
And I think that's a problem a lot of hunters have with it. But still, a fourth shot with gold gun is incredible. If you can
let's
get
talk about PvE
off.
versus PvP. So for PvE, it's incredibly useful that fourth shot. I mean, that's just
obviously one of the best gold gun exotics.
Yeah, fantastic to have another fourth shot right there. For PvP, I mean. It's just like it's the timing thing. Like if you know a cluster of enemies are holding up on B point, then that fourth shot can be your somebody's trying to flank from behind, and you turn around and hit them with that fourth shot, and they're like, "Oh, symbiote! Damn it! I heard the 3 shots, and of course he's got a fourth one."
Damn it! Yeah, that fourth like moment of panic is definitely a good thing. Honestly, for such a very good perk for gold gun, it doesn't come in handy as often as people think it would as a hunter, unless you're playing Rumble or obviously like a big game like a big game of Clash. Then you're not going to come across 4 people within 12 seconds, so not necessarily all the time.
It also leaves some room for error too. If you miss a shot, you're like, I don't miss golden gun shots, scrub. I don't miss them.
Yeah, but it's a great exotic to have.
I main a hunter.
I almost threw up.
I enjoy that fourse shot quite a bit. When I'm in regular like control crucible, I find that fourth shot comes in very handy. But I don't have a timing problem. Maybe you guys have timing problems.
I think it's just because I can't find people fast enough.
Yeah, that's my problem. I just can't, like, with the time limit on gold gun and the fact that people don't always bunch up together, it makes it kind of difficult. As opposed to, say, like Stormcaller Transcendence, it's like if I can't find people quick, it doesn't matter because I'm probably gonna get like 4 kills off of my Stormcaller just because I got 23 seconds to burn.
That might get nerfed also because that is a little overpowered.
I agree, but let's not get too far into that, boys and
Peregrine
girls.
Greaves, you're gonna shoulder charge people in midair for extra damage.
God. I was dealing with someone yesterday who literally would not get a single gun kill and just constantly shoulder charge. I'm like, how are you doing this? Why? Like, how is this possible? And that was we still won, but it was so annoying. So.
Oh, hold up! I just remembered something on symbiote. Hold up! I just remembered something on symbiote.
Oh, symbiote.
It takes 2 goldies to kill a sunbreaker. You can kill 2 sunbreakers with the symbiote.
2 sunbreakers, or he could throw 1 hammer, or he could throw 1 hammer at you.
Yeah, but you might get lucky.
Speaking of sunbreakers, that's what Peregrine Greaves actually can excel at, because Peregrine Greaves shoulder charge insta kills a sunbreaker. Although, to be fair, the sunbreaker could just throw a hammer at you. So
and get himself back. So. All right, well, that's a different
Yeah.
conversation.
Yeah,
That's a
Greens are
different
very niche exotic, but can be pretty
Extremely
useful.
niche.
Which is honestly how I feel like most of these exotics are. A lot of them are very niche. Obviously, then there's stuff like Armamentarium that's like just so freaking useful for Titans. Easily one of the best exotics on this list.
I think Titans are gonna run with that constantly. Like they're gonna have double sticky nades,
2 grenades.
which is gonna suck.
Yeah, 2 grenades.
Yeah, that's a staple for Titans in year one. It's gonna be a
Yeah.
staple
That's
for
be
Titans
crazy.
in
With
year two.
Sunbreakers, throw 2 of those grenades. Oh no.
Dude, they're gonna have they're gonna have double incendiaries or fusions, and they're gonna have double lightnings, or they're gonna have double suppressors.
Double fusion's gonna be intense.
if they want to go to the
Yeah.
light side and purify us of the great evil of Sunbreaker.
And lightning grenades are so good. I think Armamentarium is on its own as an exotic that makes strikers super viable in PvP because double lightning grenades.
Powerful.
If you guys ever face double lightning grenade Titans in trials, those dudes are freaking. You don't want to be on the receiving end of that. Those guys are nasty. Those Armamentarium makes striker Titans very scary with lightning grenades.
Yep. 2 op.
I want to talk about Apotheosis Veil,
You guys,
which is
you guys can talk
free.
about it.
It's not Transcendence, but it does. Apotheosis Veil is going to be really good for Stormcallers who want to get a clutch Storm Trance in there without just getting murdered immediately.
It's cool for Stormcallers that people, maybe you throw your grenade or you probably threw or maybe you meleeed someone and you want to use your super. But I'd rather use my nothing manacles.
Impossible Machines.
Yeah, Possible Machines. I'd rather use those. But Apotheosis Veil is going to be really good for Radiant Skin. That's what they're pretty focusing on. So, like, I'm the kind of offensive player. I'm very aggressive with my Radiant Skin. That's be good when I'm trying to clutch up and I have low health. I just pop it, boom, I got my health back, and now I have this extra overshield, infinite nades, melee. So I think that's really cool for that, and maybe even for Voidwalkers that maybe need to clutch up and use their their Nova Bomb. So that's going to be really cool for those. I don't think it's be very helpful for Stormcallers because we already have healing and the landfall is much more helpful.
Yeah, it seems like in year 1 you didn't see too many people running around with the Veil, but it was a really good exotic to run for regular control or clash, just to get that health back right away.
In the beginning, in the early year 1, Apotheosis Veil was a very good exotic to have purely because there wasn't a whole lot of choice. And I think that's kind of the same deal here. Apotheosis Veil is a lot better in year 2 just because it doesn't have to compete with a whole lot else.
That's true.
So that's how I see it. It's a good exotic. It's very good for Radiant Skin Warlocks who want to regenerate health real quickly. I don't see it being used very much on Voidwalkers because they've got the Skull of Dire Amkara, which is a much better Voidwalker helmet. And then for Stormcallers, it could be an option for sure.
Yeah, for sure. I remember in year 1 there was several times where I'd be bleeding out from Thorn, and I'd pop my super with Apotheosis Veil on, and no more death. It was nice.
You could have just pulled out your ghost. You're such a noob.
Oh, I didn't sit down. I just need to sit down. That was all.
Just need to sit down, fam. You would have been fine, Tefty. You're just trying way too hard, man. So we've come to this. Oh, wait. No, we still got one more. We got Twilight Garrison.
Well, no, those are
Radiant
new,
Dance
though.
Machines.
Those are new.
Radiant Dance Machines. They lead. Yeah, guys.
Oh, Radiant
But
Dance
I
Machines.
thought we could have combined that with
Dude,
multi.
this is the peanut butter of the jelly.
But I like peanut butter more than the jelly. I favor more peanut butter.
The peanut butter. This is the
there
jelly
we go.
of
The jelly.
peanut butter. Whatever
Okay,
you want to.
this jelly. I'm excited now. I'm excited
God,
now. I'm excited.
Okay, Radiant Dance Machines. For those that don't know, your ADS movement speed is heavily increased, and it really is. Your strafe game is ridiculous.
Game goes next level.
These are great.
It's crazy with the multi.
Yeah. So listen, when you rock the multi-tool with this, you're basically at run speed when you're strafing. It is amazing. It is a killer combo.
For trials, when I use my hunter, oh yeah. Like I'm the shade step. What's that? What's a shade step? I'm about to use that in multi-tool.
Dude, can you imagine shade stepping also?
Well, you could even tandem it with shade step.
Oh my god.
Yeah, but I use the shade step helmet.
I mean, you are a movement monster.
I use the shade step helmet.
You are gonna get so many reports for hacking.
It's ridiculous. Nice red bar, bro. AKA Radiant Dance Machines.
Honestly, when you start combining these 3, it does get kind of ridiculous in how mobile you are. Because obviously, Radiant Dance Machines are great. Multi-tool movement speed. If you're fighting someone mid-range, even long range with a multi-tool, and they have dance machines, it's very hard to challenge them because they're at a very clear advantage.
And the high caliber rounds from multi-tool kicks the aim of somebody trying to aim at you.
Oh, I love challenging snipers with the multi-tool. They never win. They never win.
Multi-tool is just godly. I mean, that's going to be I hate to say meta, but multi-tool is looking to be...
I
just
wouldn't
a
be surprised at all.
monster at long and mid
It
range.
is going to be a
It's
monster.
gonna be
I think a lot of
monster
people
gun.
are. I think in 3 months people are going to be complaining about the meta multi-tool.
But it's one of those things where it's not the Thorn though, you know, like
I'm sure they
gunfights are going to
will.
be so much
just
fun.
so-
It's
I
not
mean,
just a
it's
Thorn
always
versus
been
Thorn.
great.
Like it's multi-tool versus multi-tool. Now it's whoever gets the best headshots, you know. So that's to be great. Like it's
Keen Scout increases your movement speed and your run speed. You max that with Radiant Dance Machines and MIDA multi-tool. You are
Yes.
like a ghost flying through the Crucible.
That's gonna be so much
making-
fun.
The Night Stalker neutral game, when combined with Radiant Dance Machines and the MIDA, might be the one that gets complained about all the time. It might be.
And
be
Keen
crazy.
Scout. That combo is going to be
Yeah, you
intense.
do give up Shade Step, but honestly,
With that
I
speed,
think
you
if
don't
you
need
snipe-
it. Oh,
Tarantella.
So Tarantella, that thing looks
that's to be
very
crazy.
good
Blade
for
Dancers,
trials.
you're gonna love it. You're gonna be popping that Blade Dancer. If assuming you're good and assuming the match doesn't just finish, you'll probably be able to pop that twice with no problem in a one trials match.
Yeah, that is possible.
Since this is new exotic, I know a lot of people don't know, but Tarantella's perk is that you take reduced arc damage from obviously Minions of the Darkness. Your arc grenades and arc blade recharge faster. So if you hated people getting freaking 2 supers in trials, you're really gonna hate these people now. It's with this exotic.
Yeah. I mean,
It should be fun.
it has to be Blade Dancer though, so they're not going to be running Golden Gun or
yeah.
Night Stalker. But yes, yeah, I think it shaved 40 seconds off with no intellect. It was somewhere around there.
That's
instead of
insane.
like 5 minutes without any kills or anything
That's
like that.
insane.
So that it could be a game changer for trials. I don't see a lot of people using it for regular Crucible.
That could have
opinion.
Yeah,
that
not
could
at
be
all.
a big potential for 3 supers in trials if they play their cards right.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
3 blade
just
dance
like
supers.
just like I was
if you got a
saying.
max intellect build with that.
Too bad the hammers are gonna stop them so fast.
It's true, actually. What is it? Is it 2 hammers?
Goom.
Is it
Oh,
1
okay.
hammer or 2 hammers that'll kill Blade Dancer? Do you guys know?
Man, I don't even know. Just breathe on them with the hammer. It's,
Yeah.
For Stormcallers, it's 1 hammer. I'm not sure about blade dancers.
And speaking of hammers and stuff, Twilight Garrison
Yep.
being able to dodge in the air. Oh my God, Titans! You're gonna be like the Iron Man of Destiny now. It's gonna be
Shade
awesome.
Step in the air.
Though it sounds like painful to go against, it's gonna be so much fun to use both of these.
Yeah,
You know, like
it will be. Yeah.
I'm gonna have fun in the air, dodging and stuff like that. I'm gonna spawn and just start doing that at spawn, just boof, 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 just dodging for nothing.
If you combine obviously shoulder charge with the air dodge, I don't know if they're stackable quite yet, but if you start using those in tandem, you are an aerial monster. You can do a whole lot of like
And multi-tool and a
DBZ shit in the
multi-tool.
air, quite honestly.
So if you're running, then you jump up, you shoulder charge, and then dodge, and then get back to sprinting. That could be crazy.
Yeah, along with Titan skating, it's going to be
This would
very,
be- this would be
very. It
beautiful.
could be an interesting exotic. I think when you start stacking with Titan strikers, it could be even more interesting. But I think this is definitely one of those things we kind of have to see in action to see how effective it's actually going to be.
Thanks Bungie for not showing us the year 2, Warlock boots we're looking for.
Thanks,
That's cool.
Bungie.
We're not worried about it.
Thanks. Yeah.
But yeah, I'm excited for it. I'm looking forward to this, and hopefully it gives me a personal reason to keep playing strikes. 'Cause I love doing strikes, so
Nice.
hopefully I
3-coin
can do that.
You're just gonna 3-coin all these.
We can't get them any other way. Exotics don't drop without 3 coins anymore. So it's like Bungie did this, not me. All right.
It's true, man. I mean, 3-coin is the main way now. That it is by design. So you can't complain about that because Zura's bringing crap these days. So
He still needs to sell that Jade Rabbit, but too bad that won't happen until next year.
yeah, they gotta bring the booty.
Multi-tool. Hashtag multi-tool, boys. Get it trending.
Yeah. it's gotta
Well,
be
I guess we're
multi-tool.
all saying multi-tool. I mean, that's not surprising, is it?
Yeah. It was predictable because we talked about it last podcast as well about the multi-tool being amazing. If we took out the multi-tool, what would be your favorite exotic?
Twilight Garrison for me. Twilight Garrison.
Damn
for
it,
me.
dude. I'm personally gonna go with.
For real.
I'm personally
For
gonna have to
reals.
go with Nothing Manacles. Those are gonna be
The
really
Nothing
good.
Barnacles?
Voidwalkers. I love playing Voidwalker.
Radiant Dance Machines. Because they'll go with my
Oh,
multi-tool.
stop!
All right, we're done.
That's it. Podcast over.
That's it. All right, guys. Thanks for listening to the third Tower Talk podcast. You guys are amazing. You can talk to me on Twitter at Teft, or you can check out the streams I do for Planet Destiny, twitch.tv/planet_destiny, or check out my personal channel as well, twitch.tv/TeftyTeft.
And you can catch me on Twitter, talk to me, all that good stuffs, at Versus the Stream, VERSUS the Stream. You can also catch me on Planet Destiny on weekends and my own personal channel at twitch.tv/versusthestream. Mwah.
And as usual, you can find me, Blue Westlow, on everything. On Twitter at Blue Westlow, twitch.tv/Blue Westlow, and youtube.com/Blue Westlow.
Pornhub.com/Blue Westlow.
Yeah. Don't look
multi-tool
that up. That was a long
/MIDA.
time ago. MIDA multitool.com/Blue Westlow.
All right, thanks for listening, guys. See you next week. Peace.
Backstage again. Hold on. We'll bring you out. He's like head poker, like, oh.